Hey, Michael here with Success for Others, and today we're going to talk about, guess what? Success. Okay? This past weekend I was in the kitchen with my wife and she was just cooking up a fabulous dinner again, like she does just about every single night. And it really dawned on me that, you know, her results are really from a predetermined plan, right? I mean, she knows exactly what ingredients she's going to use, how much, what she's going to do with them. Is she going to chill them? Is she going to bake them? Is she going to let them cool? Is she going to let them stand? What is she going to do? Exactly what temperature, for how long? I mean, she follows a recipe to the T, and that recipe guarantees consistent results time after time after time. And it really doesn't matter which dish she chooses to make. It always comes out the same. It's always awesome. And so as I sat there and watched her and just kind of observed, and we were chit-chatting and talking, you know, I really started to think about this and said, you know, it's really no different with our lives, right? I mean, it's really no different with success, right? Success is nothing more than the result of our pre-planned actions, right? The decisions we make, the things that we do, and how we go about doing them dictates our results in life. So, you know, I coined a phrase that I think is really catchy, and I think it's pretty awesome, and I'll share it with you. But in addition to the phrase, I also wanted to provide everybody kind of a structure, kind of an outline, if you will, as to what's required to ensure that you're successful in life. And this is in all aspects of your life, not just business, but also personal. And at the end of the day, I want to make it easy to follow, Successipe, if you will. It's your recipe to guaranteed success. And if you follow and pay attention to these characteristics and to these traits, just as you would if you were cooking a meal for your family, the results are going to be predictive every single time, and that's what's so exciting. So today I'd like to introduce you to Success for Others, Successipe. It is an equation, just because it's the easiest way to translate that information, and I will go through it with you item by item, but here it is, your personal Successipe, okay? And this is the equation that I was talking about that we need to follow, or we need to at least stay focused on. One of the things I would suggest is possibly writing this down, putting it on your goal card or on the back of a business card, putting it in your pocket, and that way you can always stay focused on all the characteristics and all the traits that are required for you to guarantee yourself and those around you a successful and happy venture here. So as you can see, the equation is P plus T times A to the third power, so there's 3 of those, plus D plus F equals success. Okay, so it's really that simple. Now the P, let's start off with the P. What's the P stand for? The P stands for passion. You gotta have passion. Now passion should be almost like your alarm clock, right? I mean, you get up in the morning and you just can't wait to do what you do. You gotta love what you do. You don't have to, but it sure does help to love what you do, and there's a certain passion to it that keeps you going through the tough times and then back up on the high times, and really just keeps you motivated, inspiring, excited, and want other people to be around you. So when you have good passion, that's a great quality for other people, because they want to be around people that are happy and that are passionate and have a purpose, right? So it's all about having a purpose and having a passion. So you got to love what you do. That's first and foremost. If you don't love what you do, then you need to take a little bit of a time out here and really check yourself and see, what is it that I bring to the table? What is it that I do that really helps other people? And that's what you get passionate about. You get passionate about purpose. And so that's what the P is for passion, okay? And then you add a little bit of T, which is for talent. Now, talent is a learned skill, which is great. Now let's just back up for a second. I mean, you see all the reality television shows, American Idol and The Voice and America's Got Talent and all of those things. Well, all those people on that show, regardless of their skill level, they almost all have passion, right? I mean, they're extremely happy about what they do. They feel that they're great at it, and they have a burning desire to stand up in front of judges or on a national stage or an international stage and present their talent. So they have that passion. Heck, most of them probably stood in line for 2 or 3 days just to get in front of the judges. But as you and I both know, not everybody on those shows always has talent. And so you got to have passion, but you also have to have some talent. Now, talent is a learned skill, and it's something that we can absorb throughout life. So see, most people kind of stop learning after high school or college when they're forced to, and they don't really do any additional growth, if you will, or learning, if you will, because they've been trained by, let's say, a coworker, an owner, or whatever have you. They just kind of stop right there. So you can only go as far as you know. You know, if you want to earn more, you got to learn more. But the biggest thing is you really got to reach out and be a sponge and absorb information. You know, read books, go attend seminars, just really reach out to mentors and find some people who are very, very successful in their fields, and they can help you along the way in your field and get the knowledge that you need to be the best customer support person, the best service technician, the best sales professional, the best communicator, the best husband, the best wife, whatever it may be. But seek out that information and continually grow in the talent arena. So, you know, real rainmakers or champions, you know, not only do they have a passion for what they love, but they're constantly the student. They're constantly absorbing that information and new information and re-evolving with the times and staying right up to beat with everything. So passion plus talent. That brings us to the A, and A is again to the third power. So that's 3 A's. The first A is action. Listen, you got to do it. You got to stop talking about it and you got to do it. You know what needs to be done. I know what needs to be done. So we just have to go out and do it. So many people, you know, buy all these books. I mean, I was in Barnes & Noble's a couple weeks ago, and you sit there in the business area, and they have a whole section just on time management. I mean, a whole section, hundreds of titles of books just on time management. But, you know, I think we might agree here that time management is not the problem. We know what needs to be done. We just don't do it. You know, discipline and really action is the problem, right? You know what needs to be done. You don't need somebody to adjust your day for you, put it in a schedule for you. That's your job, and your job is to really take action. Do the things that make you most uncomfortable. And let's face it, success does not lie in your comfort zone. Success is something that is normally found outside of that comfort zone. Doing the things that you're not necessarily comfortable doing, the things that you fear most, do first, right? So the first A is action. The second A is associations. Who do you surround yourself with? You know, the late Jim Rohn said that, you know, show me your 5 closest friends, show me the 5 people that you hang around, and I can pretty much tell you exactly the quality of your life. And he's so right on that, because, you know, it's only 2 things are going to dictate really where you are 5 years from today. And the first is the people you surround yourself with, and the second is the books that you read, kind of like what we've been talking about here already, right? So really focus on the people that you're allowing into your circle. Who are you spending the most time with? Are they positive people? Are they encouraging people? Do they believe in you? Do they believe in your dreams? Do they support you? Or are they more the negative person? Are they more the person that really you're not getting a whole lot of relation, there's fun to hang out with? And we all have those. And I'm not saying to axe your friends or axe your spouse or anything of that nature. What I'm saying is really pay attention to who you surround yourself with and the people you're spending the most time with. You know, that's where we can really pick up a lot of points. That's where we can pick up a lot of great information and improve very, very, very rapidly just by, you know, really the counsel of other people. So, you know, set your goals high and get out there and mix and mingle with some of the industry's best, or heck, go outside of your industry and just look for the most successful people that you know. And take them for a cup of coffee, or take them out for lunch, and just pick their brain. Ask them what they do, and ask them for any advice that they may have, and really start to pay attention, because again, the most successful people out there, they're all doing kind of the same thing. So that's the second A, which is associations. And the final A, the third A, is probably one of my biggest, and it's attitude, right? It's all about attitude. Listen, you choose your attitude. Every single morning when you wake up, you can either be miserable and say, oh man, I don't want to go to work, it's Monday, it's whatever, it's Wednesday, 2 more days and it's over. You know, all this self-talk that we talk to ourselves, a little voice inside of our head, that's dictating our attitude for the day. And let's face it, I mean, some people are just not that charming to be around. Some people we actually enjoy when they actually leave the conversation or leave the room. Don't be that person. When you walk into a room, you want to brighten that room up. You want people to be attracted to you because of your positivity, because of your energy, because of your excitement. I mean, attitude is completely infectious, right? I mean, if you walk into a room and there's somebody that's having a bad day and you can make them laugh and you can really bring them some sunshine, it has a very positive effect on that person. And vice versa is also true. So really choose your attitude. I mean, stress is a choice. I hate to say it, but it's true. Most people, worry about stuff all the time, and really when you're worrying about something, all you're doing is inviting more of that negative stuff into your life, because those are the thoughts that are dominating your mind. Those are the things that you're focused on, and what you focus on, you get. So always look for the silver lining, always have a smile on your face, always make it a point to brighten up somebody else's day, and really check your attitude multiple times throughout the day. I mean, ask yourself, am I somebody that people want to be around? Or am I somebody that people tend to want to veer away from? And if you consistently check your temperature, if you will, the results are there. So the 3 A's again, real quick, just in review. The first one is for action. You got to do it. The second one is association, who you surrounding yourself with. And the third one is for attitude, right? So choose your attitude, choose it wisely. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right every single time. So it's real important there. And then we add a little bit of D, right? And the D is for discipline. Now this is probably the hardest thing in the whole equation. And it goes back to that time management thing we were talking about. It's not a matter of knowing what to do. It's just a matter of getting it done, right? That's the key. So you know what needs to be done every day. If you're not sure, make a list, right? Every single morning you could sit down and make yourself a list of the punch list items that have to be done before noon today, before 10 a.m. today, and hold yourself accountable to that. Right? Check them off as you go through the list, but really focus on what are the things that I need to do. If I want to go here, what's going to help me get there, right? What's that journey going to look like, and what are my actions going to have to be to take me to that final destination? I mean, sales as well as anything else is just a numbers game. So if I set my goal here, I can just work that backwards and come up with the action steps to, okay, this is how many people I need to see, this is how many presentations I need to give, this is how many people I need to sign up, this is what the average ticket is for that, and boom, 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 I have my roadmap, which will then show me the exact action steps required. The key here is hold yourself accountable. Don't go to bed at night until all of those action lists are done. Right? Hold yourself accountable every single day. Stay focused. Make lists, work off of those lists, review them frequently, and just make sure that you're not pushing anything off till tomorrow that can be done today. So discipline is what it's all about, right? Get as much stuff, much of the meaningful stuff as you can done. There's a lot of stuff we can kick to the curb for the day, but typically that's the TV programs we watch and the internet surfing and all the stuff that has no impact on our quality of life per se, or is only distracting us from our action steps to our final journey or our final destination. Make sense? Okay, and the final is F. You got to add a little F. Now the F is for faith. Now listen, faith comes in many, many forms, but I'm just going to talk about belief. You got to believe in yourself. I mean, if you're not going to believe in yourself, who's gonna, right? So when I talk about faith, what I'm really talking about is having that, unwavering belief that you can do it. You will do it. And it's going to be awesome when you achieve it, right? I mean, set your goals, set them high, and then work with yourself every single day. Stay focused on those goals. Keep yourself accountable and believe that you can achieve it. I mean, a lot of people just don't believe in stuff, which is crazy. They think it's all woo-woo or whatever have you. But there was a point in time where people didn't believe that we could walk on the moon. There was a point in time where people didn't believe that we would be able to take flight, aviation. There was a point in time when people, we didn't have the light bulbs, right? But those people, the Wright brothers and Edison and all those people, they believed. They knew without any question in their mind that it could be done. They weren't sure how. They just knew that it could be done. They never gave up on themselves. They believed in their abilities. They believed in themselves, and they continually tried until they were successful at whatever their endeavor is. And that's what we need to do, right? That's what everybody needs to do. Believe in yourself. Nobody is ever going to believe in you as much as you. So there is your personal Successipe, right? A little passion plus talent times A to the third power, which is actions, associations, as well as attitude, plus D for discipline. F for faith will equal success every time. So if you write this down, put it in your pocket, carry it around with you, and keep it as a focus point, I guarantee you that the quality of your life and the quality of life of your family or those closest to you will increase. So again, thank you so much for tuning in today. If we can be of any further assistance to you, feel free to reach out to us at www.success4others.com, and you make it a great day. Thanks.